Hey everyone, welcome back to Disney Sorcerer. So today, I was going to show you the thing on the Discord forum where they posted about the Cheshire cat coming to DSA, and then my daughter got in here and she kind of messed with my mouse, and I don't know where it is. So anyway, we're just going to jump into we'll jump into some stuff real quick. There's a deal for the Cheshire cat before we get into the kit. Just want to make you aware of. The other people's kits were $20 each. The Cheshire cat is $50 for the deal, for the quote unquote deal. We'll just look so you can see what you want. If you want to get it, you get 80 shards of him. Gold, alphas, betas, level up potion, lucky fibers, shell fibers, fire powder, shell fiber, shell powder, heart powder, luck powder, hex powder, shell, heart, blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. Anyway, you're kind of curious about why is he $50? Let's find out, shall we? I've not looked at his kit. Going to look at it at the exact same time. This is on Guy, just so you're aware. Probably not favorites. Fortunately, it's Alice in Wonderland, so it's not too far down on the list. But here he is. It's $80 to open him. Unlike the other guys who were $25, and he floats down. There he is. He's very, very interesting. Interestingly enough, I noticed in the patch notes they were calling him a quirky villain, and it says that he is indeed a villain, which is, I think, highly interesting. When I think of the Cheshire cat, I don't necessarily think of him as a villain as much as a foil, but right off the bat, he's got very high speed. Just looking at him at the very low level, we're talking base 4 stars. He's gonna be 100. That might be more than. Maybe I'm just projecting there, but I don't know. We'll have to see what it looks like. Let's get in and see what his kit is like. Starting with the basic, he's got 4, and this is called a preferred shortcut. Gain stealth for 1 turn. Deal damage to target opponent. 20% chance to repeat the attack on random opponents up to 8 times. Holy. Initial thought is holy. Anyway. The upgrade is cleanse. Chance to increase by 5%. So taking this to 25, so a quarter. So 1 in 4% chance for every previous time this percent chance increases by 5% every time. So it's going to increase by 5% every time. So that's interesting. So it'll go to 25, and then presumably 30. And 35 and on, and then it gets more damage, and then you get an additional chance to repeat the attacks, so up to 9 times, and then even more damage at gear 9. Interesting. Lots of fun. It's the first special. Deal damage on target opponent. Inflict mad for 2 turns. Mad, as we'll see here, inflicted character uses their turn to perform the basic on a random opponent or teammate. Gain 25% offense when an opponent or teammate uses this ability. 30% chance to counterattack or assist. Interesting. For 2 turns. Chain 1 to 3 times on a random opponent with a 30% chance to inflict and extend mad for 1 turn with each hit. Up to 3 turns. So a lot of confusing stuff there, because we have no idea what mad does and what it looks like yet. If the opponent already has mad, deal 75% bonus damage and call them to assist on a random opponent. And then upgrade, and then this goes from 1 in 3 chains to 2 and 5 times to Gear 7, and the upgrade for more damage to Gear 9. Next special. Most of us here are always mad, of course. 30% chance to call 2 teammates to assist on a target opponent, excluding this character. If a character does not assist, inflict mad on them for 1 turn, excluding this character. So it's gonna, I mean, that's, what more is there to say based upon we just learned about mad. 30% chance to call two opponents to assist on the target opponent. If an opponent does not have, so when you upgrade it, it's just going to do that to whoever your opponent's side also. So a lot of fun there. 5% chance to assists, and then maximum opponents. So this will go up to 3, and this will go up to 3. So, but that's only Gear 8. So that's a very interesting ability, as you can see by my reaction. The passive is called I'm Not All There, which we all knew. When this character has stealth, so off of his basic, gain 10% evasion. On defeat, perform the following 30% chance to revive with 30% of the max health. Granted, on the first time this character is defeated. The upgrade, call 1 teammate to assist, preferring a villain teammates with empowered, and then the evade goes up to 15%, and then this calls a second teammate at tier 9, and that's the whole kit. I don't know. I don't know what my initial reaction is, honestly. Let's see where he is in the side campaign real quick. And then if they put him on the note where I can actually get to him, we're going to do it. It's a big if, though, because they'll probably put him way the crap. They probably put him way at the end or something. Let's just see where he is. Yeah, he's... Big surprise. So what they really want you to do is they really want you to dig into these kits. They're really trying to incentivize you to buy these. I mean, because you're still having to make the same choice that you had to make 2 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago, or at least 3 weeks ago when the March here came out. Is do you just go ahead and do 1B and 1D and just say, I don't care about the upgrades, and then do you keep doing this all the way till you get to 1J, so you can get to, I mean, because what do we know? What can we tell? You know, from the patch notes, which I wish I had. I'm going to try to dig them up real quick, so bear with me. This may not work as great as I want to. So we're going to go over here. We're going to go to, where's this thing at? Why can't this guy be a normal person? Because he's nuts. I'm looking for, just looking for all my fun stuff to find out about DSA news. Where is it? I know it's in here somewhere. I just cannot find it right now. Is it? I don't know. It's not it. It's not what I wanted it to be. We have a news channel in here. I'm just having a hard time finding it real quick. I'm trying a lot to find it as quickly as I can, but of course, as you know, you can never find it when you're looking for what you're looking for when you're looking for it, right? Oh my god. We have a news channel on here. This is incredibly frustrating, as you can imagine. Being able to have this video going, and if I don't find it soon, I'm just going to be like, moving on. Should probably have done that already at this point, right? Anyway, moving on, like I was going to say. It's not here. The question is, so in the patch notes, so when I find the Discord notes, you'll see that they don't talk about anybody coming next week. They hinted at the fact that the Cheshire Cat was coming this week, which I think was pretty obvious. Came from the way they said perfect, and I thought that was a double wordplay, and I thought they were going to end up dropping the Caterpillar and the Mad Hatter this week, but they didn't because they want you. They're trying to get you to invest. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, because I think we're at the juncture where you really, I mean, if you've kept your powder dry and you've kept these nodes untapped like I have, how much longer can you continue? I mean, because here's what I see. You know, the fact that the March Hare was only 25 to open, and the White Rabbit was the same, and now we've gone to the point where the Cheshire Cat is a 4-star unlock. That's pretty big. That's no lie. That's really fairly substantial. And now it's like, well, we know that someone coming out next week is gonna fill these gaps, whether that's next week or whether that's the week after. Which right now, based upon the fact that we didn't get these already, I gotta say there's a high probability that it's gonna be next week. That's gonna be 2 more weeks. So today's the 11th, so I wouldn't hold my breath that we're gonna get any more of this group until the 25th of August, which is, you know, if you're in school, you're looking at going back to school. If you're not in school, you don't have that problem, obviously. But it's going to be more towards the end of summer. By that point, summer doesn't officially end until the end of September, but, you know, they are going to come out with this, and then we're gonna get whoever's after that right on the heels. So it's gonna be at least, it's gonna be either, I mean, I'm not saying anything you don't know. It's gonna be either next week, or I'm gonna go with it's gonna be at least 2 more weeks before we get the other 2 characters. And who knows? They could give us one next week, or in 2 weeks they could give us the other one the week after that, and then it's going to be friggin' the beginning of, then it might be the beginning of October before we get Alice, which I was like, you know. But at this point, I gotta say, for myself on this account, which is the only, I've invested in the March Hare on the other account. So, on this account and the other account, I'm going to have to go back and be like, really, can I do this? Or do I want to go in and do whatever? And I think the answer might be, for this account was the account that I told you when I launched. I wanted to build it for raids. That's still the case. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think, based upon what you've seen from the March Hare, the White Rabbit, and now the Cheshire Cat, how are you feeling about this Alice team? The way it's teaming up. I thought, I will say that I thought, because the Cheshire Cat was going to be all about assisting, that he doesn't, and I don't understand how he's an offensive character when he's clearly more of a support, right? And I feel like the White Rabbit is more offensive in nature than the Cheshire Cat is. But clearly, it's probably just because they've got the Cheshire Cat for villain, which I don't understand. But I think at this point, I can see the Caterpillar being controlled, because he's, who are you? And he's got all that smoke and, you know, all the stuff that he's got going on. So he's clearly either got to be It's got to be either control DPS or more of the same. This weird whatever it is that these characters have going on. And then I think the header clearly has to be the tank right now, which I kind of figured to begin with. He's clearly got to be the tank because it would just be weird if Alice was the tank. Could you imagine that? And Alice has probably got to be like, I don't know what we can say about Alice at this point. I do apologize for my children going crazy, but they're playing together, so what are you gonna do? So, but yeah, I'm feeling a lot of complex mixed emotion, which I'm kind of not comfortable with. But I want to know what your thoughts on this team are. What are your thoughts on the Cheshire Cat? How do you feel about him? I'm gonna say, first of all, I think it's weird that he's a villain. They did say that in the description of him that he was a quirky villain, which I guess he's a quirky villain. Where is he? But he's 4 stars. So if you're farming him as a free to play, it's gonna be a long time before you're gonna get him open. Unless especially if you're free to play, that's gonna be a long time. And I want to know. I want you to tell me, as a free to play, how do you feel about this team? Are you at the point now where you've just been wait and see, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing? Or are you at the point where you're considering, okay, it's time to maybe take this team a little bit more seriously, because I don't know exactly what they're doing, but I kind of want to be. I kind of want to be in on the ground floor, because I could totally see that either way. I mean, like for myself, where I am, I want to see this team in action. I want to take it out and just do stuff and let's just see what happens, right? That's where I am myself. But let me know what you're thinking. I probably will be back in a couple of days with a look at him, having purchased him on my buy to play account, just so I can show you what he looks like, what his stats are once they put all the fun stuff up, comparing him to some other stuff, and we're gonna go from there. But yeah, that's really all I got. I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this so I can put it for my thumbnail. And now that we're done with that, and we'll see ya when there's something else to talk about. But until then, have a good day. I will see you later. Take it easy. Goodbye. See ya. Bye.